here at Health Texas with Roland Reyna, a doctor who is pretty much one of the founding fathers of Health Texas, which has now expanded to 17 clinics across our great state of Texas. They are one of the leading, I guess you would call health professional experts within this area. And I mean, they are local, homegrown lovers of San Antonio, lovers of Texas. So I'm sitting here with the man himself, Roland Reyna. Rolands are getting together. We're going to do some fun stuff here. So, Dr. Reyna, just share with me a little bit about what makes Health Texas different. What separates you?
Health Texas grew back in the early 1990s, and
Wow.
we opened up in 1994. There were 4 founding doctors, and all of us were San Antonio guys. We're all homegrown, local guys, and we wanted the best for San Antonio. What we recognized was there was areas of the city that really just didn't have the quality of care doctors that we felt that San Antonio required, needed. So it was born out of necessity.
Mhm.
We felt it was important that all parts of San Antonio get great medical care. And we put our offices pretty much all over San Antonio. We've got 17 locations now, and we're very proud of our doctors and our facilities.
And I did speak. I was speaking with Dr. Reyna, a very interesting individual, brilliant individual, and I asked him a question. I asked him, "Did you ever expect to get this big?" And he says, "You know what? I do things to the best." And I love that answer. But what I'm going to ask you next is, what are you excited for in the future with Health Texas? Your expansion. You just finished building a center in the back of your facility, so I know you're growing. What are you looking forward to in that growth?
So at the present time, we have 65 providers. We have 17 locations. We're all over town. And we want to continue to grow, but it's not a question of growing just for the sake of growth.
Mhm.
We want to make it, put our locations where they're needed. Our next location will be going up in Church Cibolo area.
Wow.
We now have a location in New Braunfels and also in Bernie. Our goal is not to go all over Texas. We're going to specialize and stay here in the San Antonio metropolitan area.
Good.
So I think we're going to continue to grow, but not for the sake of growth, just for the growth for the sake of growth. We're going to put our locations in strategic areas where there's a need.
Good. That's great to hear. San Antonio, supporting San Antonio, that's very, very important to me. Throughout this series, we visited a lot of local businesses. They have a love for San Antonio. I mean, someone like yourself who has been here for so long and seen it change, what are those things that you are just ecstatic for? And what would be some tips for people who are moving here that you want them to check out? They have to.
From a medical standpoint?
For anything standpoint, you've been here for a long time.
Boy, I tell you what, I just love San Antonio. I've loved it my whole life. I've had the opportunity, I've been asked to go to different locations all over the country. I knew from the very beginning, anybody who knew me from college knew that I was coming back to San Antonio. I was privileged enough to go to Stanford University on the West Coast. I went to the medical school out there, and again, people knew I was a San Antonio guy. I flaunt it. I proudly flaunt San Antonio.
Go Spurs, go.
Well, I'm a big Spurs guy. Yes, I am. Spurs, Cowboys, and Stanford Cardinal. Yes.
That's amazing to hear. I mean, Dr. Reyna, you've done exceptional. You truly are a success story. Just looking at what you've built, looking at where you're going. I appreciate you so much talking to me. Is there anything that you want to tell the viewers here? Because we get a good amount of views. What do they need to know? What is something that you want to tell?
I think it's important that you find the doctor that fits you. Somebody who you can talk to, somebody who listens to you, somebody who treats you more than just a number in the chart. Having practiced for 35 years, we have a number of our doctors who've been around for a long time. And over the years, I know my patients by name. Wow. I get calls by the emergency room. They say, "We have blank, blank here." And I said, "Yes, I've known her for many years. She's 70 years old, has heart disease." And they go, "Dr. Reyna, how do you know all this?" I said, when you know somebody for so long, they become almost a part of your family. Right. So I think what I would say to people is find somebody who you can trust, somebody who you can talk to, and somebody who listens to you, somebody who cares. And I would like to say that what makes me most proud of our doctors, we've chosen the best doctors around, and they're quality, compassionate people. Wow. Every one of us are all board certified in internal medicine or family practice, and we have other doctors who have other certifications as well, whether it be diabetic care, obesity care. I actually went back and got board certified in geriatrics. I have an MBA in healthcare management. And about 12 years or so, I did an anti-aging and restorative medicine fellowship, which is kind of approaching medicine in a very unique way. So because of these extra skills that we have, I think, again, we have some of the best doctors around. We've all been voted as best doctors in San Antonio, every one of us.
Wow.
We were all voted as top doctors in San Antonio last year. And many of us have other major recognitions. Best doctors in America, Texas Super Doctors. I, for example, was recently voted as one of the best doctors in the world.
Wow.
And pretty much all of us are also professors at the medical school, either at the University of Texas Health Science Center or now with the University of Incarnate Word. We felt that it was important for us as doctors to give to the community and also to be a part of the educational system for our future doctors as well.
That's amazing. Practice, expertise, principle. That's what Health Texas is. That's what they're striving to be. And that's what they are as a beacon of success and expertise in San Antonio. And it's more than necessary and it's more than commendable what you've done, Dr. Reyna. You are
Thank you.
truly amazing. I appreciate you taking the time with me, speaking with me. I think the viewers at home are going to absolutely love this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We appreciate our being able to work with you guys as well. You do a great job. Thank you for what you do.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time, next week. Always love it. Small business spotlight, local business spotlight, and of course, our client spotlights. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Bye-bye.